Today on Bierkritik, we're celebrating America. An American beer.
And being just a little bit redneck and probably 90% white trash. Being honest.
Why is that, you say? Because today, it's Pabst Blue Ribbon!
Fucking PBR, man.
Well, commonly known now as kind of a hipster beer because, you know, the hipsters have to ruin everything, be it facial hair, records, flannel shirts, beer. And we're here to take it back, goddammit. Bring PBR back for the rednecks.
PBR is supposed to be a white trash beer. Not supposed to be a hipster beer.
Hell no, we're out doing stupid shit. This is, when you hear the words, hold my beer and watch this, PBR is the beer you gotta fucking hold.
Oh, we got another 8 of clubs and a 2 of hearts. The bottom of every Pabst Blue Ribbon bottle cap, by the way, has a little thing for a deck of cards. You can put together a deck of cards out of these, and we are going to play poker with.
Now, the Pabst Company was founded in 1844, and their claim to fame that their beer was selected as America's Best in 1893, which is where they got the blue ribbon. And they've been holding that over our heads ever since.
They did actually win a gold medal for America, whatever style this is, beer in 2015. So they went from, well, it was Blue Meets Gold, America's Ember Festival, or Beer Festival, Denver, Colorado, 2016 gold medal American style lager. So from, 18 whatever to 2016 they didn't win anything, but very pale beer for not being a light beer, but it is an American lager, so.
But it's a very good beer. Very refreshing. Bit watery, but
I have to admit, I grew up in Southwest Missouri. I went to high school in Southwest Missouri. This is not a new beer to me.
no.
I have drank a shitload of Pabst.
Yeah, but for the longest time, it wasn't always easy to come by. You had to know where to look. It wasn't. You couldn't just run down to Walmart and pick you up some Pabst. Now you can.
The entire time it was open, you could get Pabst at White's, the gas station in the town I'm from.
Redneck town.
Very small, very redneck, very white trash town. It's the only town I have ever seen a man get pulled over for drunk driving enough that he lost his license, then was pulled over and arrested for drunk driving a lawnmower, and then 3 months later I literally saw him get pulled over and arrested for drunkenly operating a horse. Same dude.
He just stuck the keys in his ass and...
How drunk do you have to be to get pulled over for horsing drunk?
You shouldn't drink and horse, man.
It's impressive. Everybody thinks that's a joke from 1,000 Ways to Die in the West. I literally seen it. Yeah, this becoming a hipster beer was terrible.
Yeah, well, I can understand why, because it's cheap. It's cheap beer. Another cheap beer, because gotta love the cheap beers. for it to become a status symbol, which is weird because the entire time growing up, it was a white trashy beer. It was cheap beer. It was get you drunk beer, And then it became this hipster status symbol, which is fucking weird.
I myself bought this for a lot of years because it's just so much above the champagne of beers or the Silver Bullet or Keystone or Milwaukee's Beast. Price-wise, it was, I don't know if it still is, about on par with Budweiser. But this outshines Budweiser by so fucking much, it is ridiculous. So while everybody else was drinking Bud Light, which is the new redneck beer, I guess, this is what I always drink.
I mean, and unlike a lot of beer companies, especially in America, Pabst is able to actually still be its own company since 1844. I mean,
yeah, they haven't sold out, which is saying something.
They bought a lot of companies. I mean, they owned at one time several, and our first review, Hams, they actually owned the rights to Hams for a while and sold it to Miller Coors. It's the first time I think you've ever finished a beer before I have. Gotta quit talking and get to drinking.
I like Pabst.
So it goes for another.
6 of Hearts. Sit down with a couple of 6-packs and play you a hand of poker.
But I will admit, I do like Pabst. This is something that I would buy regularly. I don't know if I like it as well as Hams, but it's definitely on the list of beers to just run out and grab. This is definitely one of them. Yeah.
For me, this is a beer that I would rather sit down and drink in the evening after work than Hams, where Hams I would rather have than this for barbecuing on a hot summer day, things like that.
Yeah.
Hams is a little bit of a sweeter, more by itself refreshing beer that, on a hot day on the lake or hot day barbecuing. I guess the best way to say it, Hams is a good summer beer, Pabst is my winter beer.
That's good. Yeah, I can see that.
We're even wearing our white trash flannel for this episode.
Gotta do it right.
Damn right. If you're gonna redneck it, you may as well redneck it up.
Yeah, I mean, it's a light flavor. It doesn't have a whole lot of flavor to it, but you can tell the grain, the hops, and it's predominant enough that it's there, but not so overpowering that you focus on that. It's just refreshing. I mean, and really, what more could you ask for in a beer?
Not a whole lot. I mean, in my opinion, it's a good, as far as American beers go, it is a good, well-rounded beer. You can taste the hops. You can taste the grain. It's a little sweet and a little bitter at the same time, but neither of them are overwhelming or overpowering.
Yeah.
I really dig this beer.
I do too. It's a thing of beauty.
It really is. And as far as it being a hipster beer, I mean, even Gavin McGinnis, the godfather of the hipster movement, who has apologized for it over and over and over and over. It was his style and they stole it. He did not intend to start the hipster movement. He doesn't understand why they constantly take things from, they take the white trash beer, or they take the style of music, or whatever from other areas and claim it as their own. They don't even just, hey, we like this, so this is what, no, this is ours. What the fuck is that?
It's like I say, if you want to take something cool and make it lame, you let a hipster take it over. And that's the problem with like the fedora hat or anything like that, or PBR. They took it over, and now you go to buy a 6-pack or something, oh, it's a fucking hipster. Fuck you, Maybe we just like the fucking beer.
And it's not even a real fedora.
No, it's a little thin-brimmed.
I'm sorry, that thing you buy at Walmart with a brim this fucking wide is not a fucking fedora. Watch Indiana Jones. That's a fedora.
That's right. Andy could rock the fucking fedora.
You got another one?
Yeah. 3 clubs.
Cool. And the path to a full deck is on its way. Yeah, we bought a 6-pack to do this review with, and we only have 4 left now. But,
it's fucking beer. I mean,
it's just flat out good beer. I mean, there's no other way to put it. It's had a lot of stigma as being a bad beer because it's cheap or because of whatever reason. Fucking hipsters.
Or even being a white trash beer. I mean, they've written country songs about this shit. I mean,
but if you want a good American beer, there you go.
it's fucking PBR. I mean, who hasn't heard of PBR? I mean, it is wonderful.
And you gotta love the fact of a beer that's proud to be a white trash beer. Proud enough that, they put a one-eyed blue ribbon monster on the side of their fucking 6-pack. Wow. How much more white trash can you get?
Well, that's not always been the case, and I've seen some of the old like television ads, and they kind of go for the everyman, and that's kind of what this is. This is not no certain type of person, male or female, or whatever you want to call yourself.
No,
this
there's
is just
male or female. There's only 2.
Whatever you want to call yourself, but it's a beer for everyone. Anyone can enjoy it. And it's just a good American lager. It's a thing of beauty. I mean, and who hasn't been driving down the road or something and passed by some old bar and they have a PBR sign out front, or been in a flea market and seen a PBR sign or PBR glasses or anything like that. I mean,
PBR sign is actually the first one that's going to go up here.
damn straight.
We are getting signs to cover this wall with for behind us. And the first one, the one that's going to go right fucking here, is a PBR sign.
Damn straight.
Unless the hams one gets here first.
Yeah, we can find a ham sign. I'll put that one. Put that in the living room. Stick it in the window like the fucking leg lamp on Christmas Story, so the whole goddamn neighborhood to see.
If I could find a Pabst or a Ham's neon sign, I will put it in the front window, lit the fuck up.
People come knocking on the door. Are you guys a bar? Kind of. Maybe.
Yeah, we're a bar just like you could get whatever color Ford you wanted when it was a Model T. You can have whatever color you want as long as it's black. Yeah, we're a bar. You can order whatever you want as long as it's Hams or maybe PBR, depending upon the day.
Depends on what we decide to buy. But yeah, this is definitely one that I wouldn't think twice about going out and buying and sitting down and enjoying. It's one of the things, of all the microbreweries around and all the different styles of beers, all the different flavors, sometimes you just have to go for a fucking classic. And that's what this is. This is a classic beer.
Just like Hams.
Oh, shit. We had tacos before this, and
Homemade tacos, no less.
and that's another thing is, sometimes you gotta have a beer with your meal. Or a beer after your meal, and you burp it, and you can taste your meal, and it mixes quite nicely.
Hams is actually a better during a meal beer.
Yeah. But this is just...
I finished 2 before you.
I've been talking. It goes down so smooth. It goes down better than your sister on prom night.
Well, you didn't have a sister. I have 2, and that's something I just really don't want to fucking think about. So you can keep thoughts like that to yourself.
Here's the dogs again. You hear the click, 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 click.
Go on, buddy.
The fuck out of here. Go on. Guess not. But yeah. I can understand why they got a blue ribbon in 1893. It's a good beer. As long as they haven't changed the formula since then, it's still good. I mean, not exactly. And brewed in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Not quite the beer that made Milwaukee famous, but it might should be. I mean, it's basically the only one from Milwaukee that you can, other than Miller, that you can easily find.
Down.
The beer that made Milwaukee famous, I'm still looking for. I'm still looking for Schlitz.
Down.
Because I've yet to find.
Yeah, we definitely need to get some Schlitz.
I've actually had requests to find Schlitz. So.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Damn. Well, eventually we will find Schlitz, and eventually we will have some slightly more expensive beers on here.
Yeah.
I personally can't wait to get you to try Corona Light.
Corona Light.
I love Corona. I love Corona Light. Truth be told, the last time I had a Corona Light, I may or may not have been of legal drinking age, which means it may or may not have been over a decade ago. But
Oh no, we all none of us underage drink.
nope, not a one of us. That's why I said may or may not.
None of us underage drink. Did we?
There was tequila involved. Get off me.
Don't tell anyone. These people are gonna get us in trouble.
Nah, I do a good enough job of that myself.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's good beer. I wholeheartedly suggest buying and trying it.
Oh, I do too. I mean,
It's fucking PBR. Get in touch with your fucking white trash side.
If you can't admit to being at least a little white trash, you're fucking lying to yourself.
Damn straight.
Everybody in this country is a little white trash. Everybody is a little redneck.
might as well be fucking proud of it.
That's what I'm saying.
Any closing statements? Enjoy PBR, motherfuckers.
Goddamn right. And it actually is one of the best beers through beer bong I've ever tried.
I can see that. Beer bongs are fucking evil.
They are. They really are. One of these days, I'm gonna get this man to tell you about a Southern Comfort story involving a beer bong and a wall.
I'll tell you right now. I was at a party one time, and I was drinking a bottle of Southern Comfort because that was my drink of choice. I had all the other people around drinking beers out of the beer bong or Keystones and blah blah blah. I was feeling good,
To say the least.
and I stole their beer bong. I emptied probably a half a bottle, 3/4 of a bottle of Southern Comfort into this beer bong.
A fifth of Southern Comfort.
And I drank it to the beer bong.
One shot.
One shot. And then I kept stealing their beers and drinking it to the beer bong, because after you drink Southern Comfort through a beer bong, you can drink any fucking thing. Well, it come time for the party to be over. I stood up off the couch, fell on the floor. Like my legs were gone. I stand up again, try to make it to the door, and thought I was just going to lean against this sheetrock wall. I went through the fucking wall. It was a big hole in the fucking wall. And until just a couple years ago, and this happened, 10, 12 years ago. Maybe longer. And until just recently, I've had people come up to me and say, "Oh, I remember you. I was at that party where you fell through the wall." And I have no clue who they are. I have no recollection of who was there and who wasn't. All I know is I came back to my buddy's house that next night, and there was a hole in the wall. Now, the bad part about drinking Southern Comfort through a beer bong is, I don't know if it's the same way for everyone, but I hallucinated. I got back to my little one-room apartment that I had, and I could swear, sitting on my couch, throwing up just all over myself. I couldn't move. But the next morning I woke up in bed. I mean, granted, it was 6:30 that night that I woke up. I slept all day. I woke up and there was no residue everywhere. Where I didn't throw up. I didn't throw up on myself. The only part of my clothes that was wet was on my shoulder, where I jumped beer from the beer bong onto my fucking shoulder. So I hallucinated vomiting all this beer and whiskey all over myself. But yeah, to this day, I still have people, so just recently, people go, "I remember you, I was at that party." I have no fucking clue, man. Oh, shit.
I got drunk on vodka after having several fucking strawberry margaritas one night. Don't remember how I got to the couch. Don't remember vomiting. Don't remember anything. Puked all over the floor in front of the couch. White carpet, no less. And it was about the color of your shirt because of those fucking strawberry margaritas.
Oh,
and I
no.
freaked the fuck out and thought I was puking up blood and went to fucking ER. Hard liquor through a beer bong is a bad, bad, bad thing. That was actually vanilla vodka through a beer bong.
Oh. Vanilla vodka's evil anyways.
Yeah. And in a beer bong, it goes to the nth degree.
Yeah.
Anyway, enough of our drinking stories of the past. I'm sure you'll hear way, way, way more of them. Like, you can look forward to hearing about the odd propensity I had for about a decade to get drunk and randomly wake up naked on roofs.
That's the thing, we're past that now. We're past that, going out and just getting sloppy, stupid drunk just doesn't have the appeal it used to. Coming home after work, having a beer or two, I'm okay with that. That and I'm at the age that hangovers last longer than they used to, and they hurt a lot more than they used to. Hangover used to be, you wake up with a headache and your stomach feels a little queasy. But you're ready to go again that night because you're stupid as fuck. Now it's 3 days of going, I fucking wish I would die.
For me, hangovers have always been weird. I'm the weird ass type that if I drink one beer, I am fucked the next day. If I drink 4 or 6, I am fine the next day. If I drink 30, I'm fine the next day. If I drink 35, I'm fucked the next day. It's weird. Drink a little, you're fucked. Drink a lot, you're okay. Drink ridiculously in excess, you're still fucked.
Well, that's the thing is,
Get down.
back in the partying days, I was never really a beer drinker. Because, like I've said, everyone just had Keystone and Bud Light, and neither one of those really appealed to me much.
I never really drank beer until I was past the getting stupid drunk stage. I was always a hard liquor guy. Normally vodka. Or rum.
I was always whiskey. Lots of night of Evan Williams. Cheap ass green label Evan Williams. Ugh.
I swear to God, I kept the Smirnoff Company in business for about 5 years. Now I wouldn't drink Smirnoff outside of the ice. For all of King Midas's gold.
But we're getting off topic here. Basically, what we're saying is Pabst Blue Ribbon, drink it, enjoy it, redneck it up, motherfuckers.
These two, somewhere in between them is the go-to. This is by far my favorite summer beer, barbecues, lake, all that happy horse shit. This has always been my standby for come home from work and just enjoy a glass. So, yeah, if you've never tried a Pabst, try it. Any closing statements?
Cheers.
Remember, the only people dumb enough to drink and drive definitely voted for Hillary.
Ay, 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 ay.